know all the details. Cheryl, hold that thought because I want to bring in Howard Kurtz, who is joining us via D.C. via satellite. So, Howard, what is your take first and foremost? Cheryl and I were just discussing the role of social media. Did it inflame, or were the journalists on Twitter, on Facebook, quote unquote, responsible?
Well, Twitter has a habit of inflaming just about everything and beating up on people, giving, it's a great medium, but it's also can be a disturbing medium. On the other hand, I think a lot of credit goes to the journalists, particularly our own Leland Vittert, out there risking their lives, covering the fires and the looting right there on the front lines. I don't think this is a situation, unlike in Ferguson, where the presence of the TV cameras inflamed the situation. I think that it is clear that these people were determined to set police cars on fire, to loot the pharmacy and liquor store that we all saw on live television. Let me go back to Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake. She was not quoted out of context. The full context was she was trying to balance the importance of public safety. What she said, giving people who wish to destroy the space to do so. For her to blame the media was just ludicrous. And last quick point, President Obama, we just saw his news conference. He had a media critique in there. He said, when there's one burning building, that will be looped on television again and again, whereas the days of peaceful protests kind of got lost. Okay, but Baltimore was burning last night. What do you expect, Mr. President, than for us to show the pictures of the destruction of some of those neighborhoods in West Baltimore?
So, Howard, when you mentioned the mayor's comments, of course, why do you think that the National Guard was brought in so late? As Cheryl said, there were people who were not obeying the curfew. Why didn't all these decisions just get made earlier?
It was a colossal mistake. You had the Republican Governor Larry Hogan saying, well, I didn't get the request from the Democratic mayor, like Rawlings Blake. And so obviously, everyone knew this was a possibility because yesterday was the day of Freddie Gray's funeral. National Guard should have been out there earlier. The police, it seemed like from the footage that I was watching, had some kind of order to be so restrained as to maybe not make a lot of arrests, because we saw people carrying all the liquor out of the store and looting the CVS. I did not see a lot of people being hauled off. So the tactics here, I think, were a clear failure, maybe explaining why some officials trying to shift the blame quite a bit to the media.
And also, speaking of the media, and this is Howard's area of expertise, certainly not mine, I'm a part of the media, but now you've got people all over Twitter in the last couple of hours ripping on the fact that Al Sharpton from MSNBC is going to be doing his show from Baltimore. Michelle Malkin, one of our colleagues here at Fox, saying, oh, that's going to really, help things. I mean, talking about the media inflaming an issue, is it really a good idea to have Al Sharpton hosting a show in Baltimore when you still got, frankly, a precarious Deirdre situation that's going out there? And that's what Michelle tweeted earlier. She goes, that's going to go well, having Al Sharpton on the ground.
Well, many voices, as you rightly point out, Cheryl. Obviously, the story continues. Thank you, Cheryl Casone, joining me here in New York, and Howard Kurtz joining me from D.C., the host of Media Buzz. Well, President